intersection marking tool just got a new update and it's version 1.4, and we are going through how to use intersection marking tool and what's new in this new version that was just released. So if you don't know what intersection marking tool is, it's mainly a tool for drawing the lines for your intersection, or in other words, marking your intersection. So that's all it is. To open it up, you open your roads and you have this little icon here, or you can press Ctrl L and this will open as well. And when you select it, you have to select a node to change the marking. So as you can see, when you hover your mouse over a node, it will show up. A node is a connection between two different types of roads, or roads that create a junction. And that's what it is, as simple as that. So to create a marking, you select the node that you want, and you have this menu in here. So this opens the line option and you can start drawing some lines. So let's say, for example, you want to create a line here that goes straight, because people can drive straight into this roundabout. So you click on this blue icon there and click on the other blue icon, and there you go, you have a line going straight. Now you can create templates and you can apply templates. The template you create, you can change the features in here and then save as a template, and to apply you press this one and just select the template that you want, and will automatically change the lines for what you want there. So what you can change here, you can change the color of those lines. So let's say not this one, but like this. As you can see, we have a red colored line in there. You can do basically any color you want. Like you can go the whole spectrum of colors. And you can also change the width of those lines. As you can see, you can increase, make it thick, make it thin, whatever you wish. You can increase the dash length there. So as you can see, you can change that easily. I'm just using the scroll wheel on the mouse to move up and down. And you can change the space between those lines as well. So depending on the road, you might want something a little bit different. And when you finish, you can save this as a template. Or again, you can just come in here and apply a template that you already have. You can also copy this line and apply it somewhere else, or you can paste if you have copied from somewhere else. So for example, if we copy this one and let's say we add a new line from here to, let's say, there, and we create a new line. As you can see, if you're over here, you have all your lines, and now you can paste what you copied there, and I basically just pasted the template that I had. So you have a few styles of lines here. You have dash, you have solid, you do have double solid, you have double dash, you have solid and dash, which is, I think it's a new option now. And this one, the shark teeth, is also another option that we have, which is quite nice. So for example, if you do this, you can add a shark teeth in there. Some roads are like that. And when you look at this looks pretty good. So yeah, a few options of style that you have there. And you can also use some shortcuts. For example, if you select this line and press Shift, it will automatically do a straight line there. But yeah, let me delete all that and let's do something nice here. So let's say we want to go there, and now as you can see, this line should go straight there, but this is a straight line, and this one should go in there, because this one should just go out of the roundabout, not going straight. which also means that this line here should be straight. So hold on, that is a question there. So how can we make this not look so ugly? Because everyone that's coming from here will cross a straight line, and that's wrong. So the way you change that, when you cross lines like this, it shows a new button here, the Add Rule button. And when you press that, you can pick any point here and add a new rule. In this case, that's not exactly what we want. We want to remove this bit of line here. So as you can see, you have the from and to points. From will highlight this one, and to will highlight that one. So what I want to do is I want to change the 2 points to this one. And there we go, we don't have anything there. So now you might think, well, what about having dashed line there? So you can add a new rule, select the origin and the ends, and there we go. You have a new rule here just for that stretch. And that's how you use it. Now there are other things you can do. So for example, you do have a filler, and what a filler is, it's basically, let's say, this area here will not be driven because cars from here leave over there and cars from here will go straight. So what you can do, you can press Alt and click on these little red icons in here on the area that you want to filler, and there you go, it draw for you a new filler. And the types that you have stripe, you have a grid, you have a solid, and you have chevron. And you can change a few things here. For example, this is new, you have the starting from vertex or from the edge, and you can turn that around as well so it faces the other side. You basically can do it any way you want. So for the solid, obviously you just have a color. You have this offset from median, which will change this line here. Take a look at that. Sometimes you don't want like the crossing, so you do this and the crossing is still over there. And you have the grid option, which looks pretty good as well. And the same thing, you can change the angle for the grid over there. You can change the step. You can change the offset from the outside lines and offset for median and the width as well. So a lot of options. So let's create this as a solid one, and let's just do that. Let's make it simple. So we also have crosswalks. So the crosswalk, you can press Shift and you change the way it looks, and then you can select the first one and where you want to finish, and there you go, you have a crosswalk in there. And this is functional, by the way. Actually, no, sorry, this is not functional, this is just the lines there. So we'll remove that one. Now, one of the new features is that you can actually copy these whole interchange markings here or intersection markings and paste it on another intersection. So let's copy it. This icon here will copy that. And let's go out, and we do have this one that's exactly the same, just on the opposite side here. So if I click in there and press paste, it will ask me if I really want to paste, you replace any markings that you might have over there. As we don't have any, I'll just say yes. And now, oh wait, this is looking completely wrong. Yeah, because this is trying to do the same shape as this one, just in here, but we have to turn that around. So you do have these icons around that. If you press this, then as you can see, it's now facing the right way. The same markings that we have here are now in there, and you can just apply that. As simple as that. And you have all the connections. You can change anything you want in here as well. You can edit the marking order, which is basically, I'll show that in a second. Let's don't apply, and and you can also clear all the markings. If you press this, ask confirmation, and you remove all the markings that you have. Now that last option, let's go on these roads. We don't have any markings in here. Let's select that node over there, and let's say that we want like some markings like this, something very simple. So just going on both sides and going straight, as simple as that. Now let's close this, and let's say we will upgrade this road. So let's select, let's say this road here. And as you can see, we lost the markings connecting that road over there. But it's not actually lost. If I select this node again, it will ask me, actually tell me that the intersection have changed and they couldn't apply the marking automatically. Do you want to change it manually? We'll say yes, and then it shows me the same option that we had there, but in here. But as you can see, this is in the wrong place because this connection should be done in here. So what you have to do, you select this icon and you have some options here, and you can move this around, and I want this here, and there we go. This is done. I will confirm, and this is all sorted. So pretty easy and pretty nice. Now if you go further away, you lost those connections because there is a limit for you to see this. One of the things you can do is go back here. As you can see, we can't see anything in there. Go to your options, select the intersection marking tool option, and you have the render distance. So it depends on what you want and how powerful your computer is, but I'll set to 1000 for my city, and now we can see it from afar. I can see it even from here basically. So this is much better now. I can see it from very further away. There are some other options here in the options menu. You can display like tooltips, confirming before deleting, the quick rule setup, group templates, all that stuff. But now you can also change shortcuts for a lot more stuff. So for example, for the solid and dash, for the shark teeth, for the stop line dash, and you can, for the crosswalks, you have some other types of crosswalks as well. I might show you the types of crosswalks that we have. You can also backup, so you can backup all your intersections. You can backup your templates and load that in other cities, which is quite good if you always use the same. And that's really, really great. So a few options for you there to manage it better and be safer. Now for the crosswalk, let me show you how that look. If you come here, so let's do this and change a new type. So this is the zebra type. We have the double zebra, we have the parallel solid lines, parallel dashed lines, the ladder option, the solid one, and the chessboard, which is a new one. So again, depending on what city or what style you're trying to replicate, you can use a different one. So now a bonus tip for you, if I might say so. So if we use the node controller, so the Control plus N button, and let me just close this one, and we can remove the junction markings. You see that the crosswalk is gone over there, and now you can use your intersection marking tool to actually draw your crosswalk in there, and this looks pretty good. So just a nice tip for you. If you use both tools, you can take a look at my tutorial on how to use the node controller in the video that will be linked in the description or on the top of your screen. So yeah, that's the intersection marking tool. Now for practical applications, let me show you some of the things that I've done here in my city. If you're following my series, you will know this. So for example, you can use the intersection marking tools on some roundabouts like this. This is what I did there. This is what I did here. This looks pretty good. And I also use this on this connection. So this is basically a highway connecting into this avenue. Usually when you connect, it will be just empty, this area, and I added all the nodes in there. So if we take a look at this, you will see every single line that I've added in there and how you can make this look. It's pretty simple. The first times you use it, it'll take some time to get used to all the commands and all the options. But as you can see, it's pretty easy to do this. Very simple change here, just add this line, and this line. And another node connection in there that looks pretty good. In here as well, there. So yeah, it just adds to your city and makes it look a lot better. So yeah, those are some practical applications for the intersection marking tool. And I really hope you enjoy this tutorial and that you learned something from it. If you have some questions, please let me know in the comments. Don't forget to leave a like on this video as well. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.